All right. It is day 4, week 2. AI Johnny's birthday, and he's already singing. Love it, AI Johnny. Dur, 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 dur. How you feeling, AI Johnny?
Taking notes on what I got to do.
Excited about this birthday show?
Every birthday is another birthday.
Before another
That's a
birthday.
good thing.
Before
I
another
have a
birthday.
today. I have sometime today. I have to celebrate being born. I actually was born at 9:03 p.m.
All right,
so I got a few hours.
Yeah. You know, if they call it birthday minute, then you'll be technically right. But the thing they call it birthday, so you actually have the whole day to say the whole day to. Yes.
I get retroactively pulled back in. Great.
There you go. All right, guys. Enjoy the show, guys.
Welcome to Season 13 and 14 of Airhead Institute. This is our 2-hour summer camp kicking off every day at noon Eastern. Right now, we are broadcasting the kickoff live across all the socials and Zoom, but at 12:45 p.m., we pivot. That's when we transition into an exclusive private lesson where our campers get hands-on experience actually building and creating with these AI tools. Plus, they'll be proving their new skills and earning official certifications by completing our certification exams. Here is what we are building over our epic 9-week summer lineup. Week 1, AI images for Roblox and Minecraft. Week 2, AI movies in Anime Studio. Week 3, AI music for TikTok sounds and Spotify hits. Week 4, AI games for classic arcade games. Week 5, AI ethics, hackers, deepfakes, and scams. Week 6, AI images for Disney and Marvel. Week 7, AI movies, Hollywood in your pocket. Week 8, AI music for hip-hop beats and gaming soundtracks. Week 9, AI games for phone and app store games. We're making AI practical, powerful, and fun for everyone. No tech background, no problem. Whether you're a kid ready to build awesome projects or an adult looking to audit a class and learn, just show up. Spots are still open. It's just $100 per week, or you can unlock the whole summer for $500. Secure your spot right now at www.airheadinstitute.ai. Guided by your hosts, AI Junior and AI Johnny, we're keeping it bold, brainy, and built for real-world impact. Let's stop scrolling and start creating. Welcome to camp.
Welcome to Airhead Institute. It's season 13. It's season 13. It's episode 4, week 2. I'm AI Johnny. So why do AI heroes mutate into unrecognizable blobs by frame 10? Shapeshifting is the silent killer of AI cinema. Today, we defeat the final boss of video generation, absolute character lockdown. We are engineering rigid prompt-locked identities that survive chaotic environments and hyperspeed mecha battles. If your protagonist can't hold their face through intense action, you aren't directing, you're simply rolling the dice. And since it's my birthday, the ultimate gift today is mastering this elusive technique right now. And to decode this, I'm tossing it to AI Junior. You know, last night at 3 a.m., he attempted to generate my digital birthday clone, and he yielded a screaming bald eagle in a tuxedo. Let's hope his code is better than his cloning. Take it over, AI Junior. Make my birthday.
Yo, first of all, happy birthday to the legend AI Johnny. And second of all, the eagle tuxedo was a high fashion choice, okay? Welcome back to camp, everyone. This is an immersive AI summer camp. You may not understand everything we say here today, but stick with us daily and you'll be fluent in AI in no time. If you're on the live streams, you're getting the first 45 minutes for free. AI campers, you should already be on the Zoom chat. If you're not on the official Zoom chat, I'm going to actually drop the link in so you guys can actually jump in. Getting that in the live stream now. All right, so AI Johnny, check this out. We continue our path and we're on week 2, so we're looking at where we are. So by tomorrow, we're actually be making our final 8-second cinematic masterpiece, but to do that, our characters have to look real. So today we focus on keeping clothes, facial structures, and backgrounds locked in as the generation every time you make a generation of a new image without random shape shifting. AI Johnny, are you ready?
I say we jump straight into the action, brother.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna open up with right now. Go to flow. And let's do this, AI Johnny. So, we're building on yesterday, and if you guys were missed yesterday, no big deal. We actually are keep on talking about anime and making characters consistent today. So, AI Johnny, check this out. So, we're gonna actually do a very, very, very simple thing. We're gonna go ahead and create a anime ninja running across a roof fast action. So, first of all, I'm just gonna do just this, and I'm gonna create a video, and we're gonna do nothing. Let's do horizontal, and let's do something basic. And let's do something really, really fast. 8 seconds, 2 videos. That's it. So we're gonna just do 2 videos, same exact thing, an anime ninja running across the roof, fast action. That's it. Not telling it anything specific. Do you think it's a good example of a prompt, yeah, Johnny, or a bad example of a prompt?
Is it a hot tin roof?
You know what? I don't know what kind of roof it is. Whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. Hey Rita, hey Mr. Camilla, thanks for joining. AI Johnny, I have no idea what type of roof is gonna be, but let's actually see what it comes back with. It's probably gonna be a regular.
If it's a good or a bad prompt, I think since it's short, I think it's a good prompt. And if it's not, I think we're gonna reprompt.
All right, let's see. So here's what came back. We actually have 2 videos. So the first one came back. Let's actually make it a little bit bigger so everybody can see. So we have that anime character running across the roof. No, not bad. Looks pretty good. But what if AI Johnny, we generate a second video? We're going to notice something rather interesting. The second video. What do you notice?
ET Moon?
This is true, but guess what? The characters aren't the same. Imagine watching a cartoon or watching an anime, and the characters are not the same. It's actually rather silly that I see an anime character ninja running across the roof, fast action, and they look totally different. You're not gonna fall in love with the character or anything, right? No, people actually can try
When I
to.
was a kid, they had the Bewitched show, and they had a guy that played Darren. And after season 3, he just quit, and they put another guy in playing Darren. And people were like, "What? That's not Darren." And they still talk about that today.
Yeah, you're so right. Rita actually saying happy birthday, AI Johnny. Yes, happy birthday again, AI Johnny. All right, so if you actually see this this thing, AI Johnny, I'm gonna run another prompt, and the prompt is a highly detailed anime ninja with a glowing red jacket, silver chest armor, and a blue headband running across a futuristic Tokyo rooftop. Strict structural descriptions and prompt anchoring and all those things itself, exact colors, all these things we're actually doing. We're trying to say, hey, let's describe our character as much as possible. Adrian's also wishing you happy birthday, and lots of people actually wishing happy birthday in the streams, AI Johnny. All right, so AI Johnny, look at this. We have our first video coming back, and let's look at it. So it did actually give us red jacket, blue headband, silver, all those things, silver chest plate, everything itself is exactly as we described. But look what happens. We described it, and AI still actually generated 2 different characters. No, it's very subtle. Very subtle. Like honestly, I can't even tell the difference. But the characters are not the same, right? But yeah, Johnny, what if we wanted to be able to say, hey, we wanted to ground these images, these videos into the same character? What do you think? What do you think we can actually do? Look at that.
There's probably a prompt for that. But, this kind of reminds me of when they have to describe, a criminal. They go in and they say, describe what he looked like. And they tell you he had a red jacket and a blue. The reason you can't tell the difference is because the main things it did cover. But now we're going to get a little bit more detailed, aren't we?
We are. We're going to get a little bit better. What we're going to do is we are going to create a reference image first of exactly what we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a reference image. And we can now do whatever we want with a reference image. So we can actually say recreate this same exact description. And we can say, I want to create first a portrait picture of that person, right? So we want a portrait. Okay, I'm gonna spell image of this character, full body. And what it's going to do is it's going to actually lock in that character. We're going to generate that character. Now we don't care about the rooftop. We don't care about all those things. But what I'm going to do, AI Johnny, I'm going to say facing forward. And what I'm going to do, AI Johnny, I'm going to do something special. I'm going to ground my character as a person. No, you probably didn't see that, but we're going to actually do this. And we're going to do image, vertical, and then bada bing, bada boom, we're generating 4. So we now actually have 4 characters. So I went ahead already and generated an anime character for me. And AI Johnny, we actually have 4 characters here that actually does what we... Which one of them you actually want to use?
They all look good. Is that me?
Is that you? I'm not really sure if that's you or not. Not really sure. But that does look similar to you, right? Might be you. I'm not sure.
Up to you. I posted up in the chat what's called a comp card that shows an image in multiple different things. I wonder if you used a comp card as the, you don't have to do it now, but as the grounding, then it would know what you look like in every direction.
Probably, but yeah. So we'll get to that in a second. But which one do you like over here, yeah, Johnny?
Let's do it with the one you have lined up.
Yeah. So we actually
it's important to know that comp card is a cool thing.
Yeah, so we actually have 4 images right now. So which one of these? These are definitely the AI Johnny with the red jacket and the actual and the silver breastplate and the blue headband. So which character would you want to use, AI Johnny?
Well, are you saying that was based on a photo of me?
That is. Check it out.
Then they're all perfect. Any one of them.
There you go. All right, so here we're going to do. We're going to take this picture, right, of AI Johnny. We're going to actually do a little flip favorite on it. Thanks, AI Johnny, for answering that question in the chat. Yeah, so we are using Google Flow. Thanks, Jillian, for asking that. All right, so AI Johnny, because we actually have a grounding picture, we're going to take the exact same ninja that was running on the thing. We don't even have to describe it anymore, right? All we have to do is just say an anime ninja running across the roof. And by saying that, this prompt itself had description of the silver jacket, the red jacket, the silver chest plate, armor, and all those things. All those things are not needed anymore. All I have to just go back to my image and say add to prompt. And then by saying an anime ninja running across a roof fast action, it's now tying this character to that thing. So I'm going to generate two videos, right? And because I'm going to do 2, we're going to now actually watch the action unfold, AI Johnny. So while this is actually generating and the inference actually coming back, this is going to be super exciting. So AI Johnny, what we're doing is we're doing a temporal consistency. That's going to be interesting to talk about in a minute or 2.
Temporal.
Yeah. All right, so while this is actually coming back, AI Johnny, so what do you think so far of these actual images?
I think if you have me in an anime on my birthday beating somebody up, that may be the best birthday present I ever got from anybody in all my 42 years.
Oh, I love everything you just said, AI Johnny. That was hilarious. I see Mr. Camillo actually laughing. Hey, Shauna, thanks for joining as well. All right, so check this out, AI Johnny. We actually have so far a consistent character in both scenes. Are you ready to actually watch them?
Let's do it.
That is AI Johnny anime. Let's go look at the second one. That was pretty good. Let's look at the second one.
Looks like me, sounds like me, runs like me.
There you go. There you go. That is a much better, character consistency. I can generate 100 of these and it stays exactly the same. So, AI Johnny, happy birthday. What do you think?
Thank you kindly. I think that's pretty cool. And it tells me a lot. It tells me that this whole idea of grounding and putting in quote unquote source images, the idea of grounding is a big idea in AI prompting because so much detail, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Imagine how hard it would be to try to explain to AI using just text, just exactly how good looking this guy is. But when you send up a picture, it does it just like that.
Yeah, exactly. I love it, AI Johnny. So, these are pictures are worth a billion words. Yeah. So check this out. So what you actually just saw, we actually just built. You guys are going to do the exact same thing in the actual Tally Lab after the actual live stream is actually done. We're going to go over to a little private chat to actually talk about how they actually do it. So you do the exact same profiles that you have, and we'll use those same exact, seeding strategies we're doing here today to make you actually build out your anime film. All right, so yeah, Johnny, let's switch over to the word of the day.
The word of the day. It's a new word for me. All right, crew. It's the exact time of the broadcast. Let's lay down the official word of the day. Today's critical technical concept is temporal consistency. What does it mean? It means keeping clothes, facial structures, and backgrounds locked down across a generation without random shapeshifting. Think of it like taking a burst of 10 birthday photos in a row. You want to look at the exact same person wearing the exact same party hat in every single picture instead of magically turning into a totally different person by photo number 5. I love the graphics.
Yeah, yeah, Johnny, where's your party hat? Look in the video. Look in the video. I was expecting
Well,
you
that
to
was
actually.
this morning when I blew up my candles. That was the hat I was wearing.
All right.
Better question is how did you get those images?
Yeah, Johnny, you can't reveal secrets. All right. So AI Johnny is actually super spot on. So when you generate a video, the AI is actually drawing multiple pictures or what's known as keyframes, right? A lot of people don't realize this, but when you were a little kid, you were actually drawing little books and you're putting stick figures on each page and you're making just a little micro movement itself and you're flipping through the books. That is animation. Now, we actually standardize in the United States at either 24 frames per second. So that means you're drawing 24 little stick figures on different pages for 1 second of film. We do have higher quality, 30 frames per second and up to 60 frames per second. Now, some monitors and video games even go up to 120, 240 frames per second. AI Johnny, that's 240 pages for 1 second of video. Isn't that crazy?
I can't wait until my youngest grows up and she's making animes, and I sit her down and I say, Aspen, when I was a kid, or even when I was an adult, if you wanted to make an anime, they didn't exist. You had to make static images that were just slightly different, and then if you would put them on top of one another, it would appear as if the photos are moving, but they're really just static photos. And I imagine her response would be, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just create an anime?
Yeah, exactly. Well, just use AI. But yeah, so what's interesting is as a kid, you draw on the little side of the book, you have those little flip books, and we would draw 10, 15, 20, and we'd see the guy running across. I remember actually doing karate kicks and those type of things with the actual flip books, and those were cool. But imagine the AI has to actually do that typically 30 times for 1 second. So they're creating 30 different images, and they're moving it so fast that you don't even realize it's actually just pictures. So that's why it's called a motion picture, right? A movie itself is just a motion picture. And the more frames
I
you put.
remember when Hank Aaron beat the record that Babe Ruth set for the most home runs. And they took every one of the still pictures of the video that they took, because this was in the, I don't know, 80s or 70s or something. And they pasted it in the upper corner of each page of the newspaper. So when you got your newspaper, you could literally thumb through and see the video. And not going to see that anytime in the future, even if somebody does break the home run record.
Yeah. So let's say for example, if you actually have all these keyframes, right? You're gonna be blending them all together, and it's called what's known as interpolation. So that's a technique of actually trying to figure out what goes in between. So if it lacks temporal consistency, the AI forgets what it drew in frame one. And by the time it actually gets to frame 20, it has no idea what it's doing on from frame one. So what happens is you get this weird artifact. So what we're doing is we're actually giving it a strict anchor that says you need to stay and force its every single page to remember what the character looks like. So that's why the actual memory stays locked the whole entire time. So that's how we actually keep temporal consistency. All right, so let's actually step through a live clean build from scratch to see exactly how we're going to do an assignment that we're going to do in the Tally Lab later on. All right, so AI Johnny, are you actually ready to actually generate another character? We're going to do a skateboarder this time. You want to be the character?
I don't mind. You could be me, or it could be my dad. He's here.
All right, we can actually do. Yes, it's your birthday. Let's do you. But if it's your birthday wish to actually do your dad, we can definitely do your dad as well.
Either use my dad or use my comp card
All
to
right.
seed it.
All right. I do not have your actual comp card, which is why I don't see your comp card actually over in the actual chat.
Isn't it sitting? Isn't it sitting in the chat?
Maybe, but unfortunately Zoom, let me double check. I do not see it in the chat.
What do you know about that?
You want to drop it
There are
over in you,
five.
you want to drop it over in WhatsApp?
Of course I do.
All right. While we're actually while we're, while we're
Make it
actually
even more consistent.
while we're actually doing that, so
Right.
what we're gonna show is actually a skateboarder wearing a bright yellow hoodie, black cargo pants. Okay, all right. Yeah, Johnny actually dropping over another. Let's see. All right. I
You see it
think
there now?
I think I got it, AI Johnny. Thank you for that. All right. So what do you want me to do with this now, AI Johnny?
Well, I see that you've already taken the time to write a pretty cool description of the image, right?
Mm,
Something about a skateboarder.
yeah.
There's no reason that skateboarder couldn't be me.
Exactly. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that itself, and I'm gonna bring it up on the page so a lot of people can actually see it because they're not gonna be able to see the actual image. So let me save that.
Since the grounded image says my name, you could just say an anime studio style futuristic John Camella skateboarding wearing blah blah blah. It
All
sees my
right.
name right there.
All right, so we're going to do that. So that's the image that we actually are going to be using. And we're going to take that and go ahead and bring over our prompt. All right, yeah, Jenny. So we're going to say anime studio style futuristic skateboarder. And we are going to now copy that. And I'm going to drop that in the chat so you guys can actually see it as well. All right, so we're going to take that and we're going to now describe our video. And we're going to go ahead and attach AI Johnny's image, and we're going to use that itself, and then we're going to say, hey, generate a video. So while it's actually coming back itself, so here's what we just did, just to make you guys understand. So we're actually taking that actual image itself, and we're grounding it and using exactly the technique that we talked about temporal consistency. So every single time we're consistent as we actually move along. So if we actually move along in time, frame one, and it's gonna be a 10-second video. So by the time, if it's 24 frames per second, it's gonna be frame 240. So that character needs to stay consistent through the entire 240 frames that is actually drawing, which is why it takes so long to generate one each and every single time. So yeah,
It's
Johnny,
240 frames in 8 seconds,
10 seconds, 10 seconds. So we actually have
24
that.
frames per second.
Yeah. So we actually have this here, and it came back. And I did not actually ground it. So let me try again.
And you didn't attach my name to it, but it might figure that out if you don't. And your text, you didn't put John Camella, but it might just figure that out, right?
Yeah, it's gonna know exactly who it is. It's not gonna pick some other random. What I did was I did not actually attach it here to the actual prompt. So guys, make sure that whenever you're doing that, you always remember to actually ground it, right? If you don't actually attach it, you're not actually grounding it. It's just gonna generate a random
If you don't
character.
actually attach a grounding, it's going to always default to Ben Affleck.
Maybe Ben Affleck. All right. So while it's actually going here, I actually have a little image itself that I want you guys to actually see. So this is what's really happening. So for every single frame, I have a little consistency engine here for the Airhead AI Camp. As a little demo is created to be able to show you guys what's going on. So if I actually stop this, I want to show you guys what's really happening. So I know I explained the flip book, I know I explained all the little details, but if you actually see what's happening is we have a character here that we want them to actually wink, right? And they're just winking one eye, then the other eye, then they're actually smiling, right? So if I actually go through, if you look on the right hand side here, you'll see as I step through the actual frame, all it is, it's really just one eye winking, eye open, other eye winking, and that's it, and tilting the head. That's it. It's just really, it's so we only have 5 frames here, and those 5 frames itself is what we're seeing as the animation happening. So if I actually go through it, if you look on the right, it looks as if, no, because it's only 5 frames, it looks like she's actually moving, she's actually winking and smiling at us, right? No, what happens is if I actually speed it up, no, the faster I go, the more natural and quicker it looks like she's blinking, right? But because I only have 5 frames, if I were to actually go micro movements to you and I, it would look almost exactly the same. No, because we're strictly anchoring the image, she is being changed only ever so slightly, a frame at a time. Now, if I actually didn't anchor any image, this is what would have happened. By the time they went from frame 1 to frame 5, they don't even remember what color hair she had. They don't remember what color clothes she was wearing. A whole bunch of things can actually change. So the point is, we want to actually keep the image grounded in the thing that we want to do. So that's why it was really important for you guys to actually understand that every single frame of a video is technically another image just moving really, really fast. Does that make sense, yeah, Johnny?
So if in your prompt you don't have a grounded image that achieves the effect we call temporal consistency, then you won't get temporal consistency.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
All
like the
right.
little app you created. I've never even seen an app that shows how images get converted, and that would be something to show my young daughter. Like, look, this is how movies are made. They're just static images. Pretty
Exactly.
cool.
Exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump back over to the video that we created. And here we have the anime version of AI Johnny. Let's go look at it.
It's me.
All right. So yes, we actually have the skateboarder version of AI Johnny in the anime style. Definitely ultra cool. All right. So does anybody have any adjustments they want to make just to be able to see what's going on with this specific scene? We can actually go back to another scene if you guys want to change anything. Just do something rather interesting. Anybody want to try anything interesting? AI Johnny, any thoughts? Anything you want to see pretty cool?
Maybe a fight.
You
Do
want
we
to see
have
a
time? I don't know.
Yeah, of course. We
Yeah.
can do a fight. Let's do a fight. Let's do a fight with this one. So we're gonna say this anime and ninja itself, and we're gonna say, um, in a fight scene. What do you want to fight? Tell me what you want to fight, yeah, Johnny.
Well, you, of course.
Well, give me another character. Another ninja assassin.
The Batman, maybe Batman.
Can't do Batman. Ninja assassin.
Okay,
None of the ninja
I
assassin
gotcha.
and ninja
Yeah,
assassin. All right. And what do you want to do at the end?
I would like to fly away into outer space.
Okay, fly away into outer space. I love how your mind works, yeah, Johnny. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and generate that video. So it's an anime ninja running across a roof, fast action in a fight scene against a ninja assassin. Oh, I spelled assassin wrong. Assassin. Fly away into outer space. Yeah, Johnny, want a sword or anything? We can add a sword. All right. Now, that's a lot to pack in 10 seconds. And we're going to actually generate that. And while it's actually generating, it's actually unpacking a lot of details. So remember, it actually has to look at my words, the prompt. It's using an attention mechanism to focus on the individual importance of the words. It's also grounding the actual image we actually used. And it's doing a lot. And it has to generate 240 pictures, remember keyframes, to be able to put them all in a row. And it needs to now bring in a new character. So I said a ninja, then AI Johnny is changing the scene. So we're actually on the rooftop, then we switch to outer space. So it's a lot that the AI has to actually do in 240 frames. So let's see what actually comes back here. All right, AI Johnny, we are getting ready now. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Oh, already see the
There he
ninjas.
is.
The ninja's already chasing us. So the ninja has a sword, and let's see. Oh, look at that! And you flew away to outer space, right next to the International Space Station.
Pretty
So
nice.
awesome.
Is my birthday cake in there?
I don't think there's a birthday cake in there. Let's actually click the other one. There you go. Now that's a lot to actually
Pretty
pack in
awesome.
10 seconds. It is pretty awesome. All right. Does anybody have any questions? We're going to gear up for the Q&A section now. Does anybody have any questions? Again, if you're on Zoom, it's about a 30-second delay, or if you're on live stream, it's about a 30-second delay. So go ahead and queue your questions up, and AI Johnny will read them. Does anybody in the Zoom call have any immediate questions or things that we're talking about today, specifically with temporal consistency, grounding, or even anything we actually spoke about in the last week of summer camp? Yeah, Johnny, what do we got?
Well, let's see. I do have a couple of questions on the Zoom, or not the Zoom chat, coming in from the streaming. Question number one comes from Anime Lover. Why does my character's face sometimes melt when they turn around in a video?
Yeah, that's exactly what the problem is. So it's a classic issue, right? So when the character turns, the AI has to actually generate the angle of the face. So AI Johnny itself uploaded one image itself with different perspective of the actual person. So that's a good way to actually do it as well, to try to not make the character itself melt away. Other things you can do is, if you don't have the full image of the actual person, you could actually do things like describe the actual things from a different angle. If you could do it, it's not the best way, but the best way to actually do it is to always upload different high-res perspectives. So this is super important. There is a concept in programming known as garbage in, garbage out. And if you guys understand, this concept is, if you put in a low quality image, you're going to get back a low quality result. So what that means is, you want to pack in, these image models itself can store up to 18 reference images depending on which model you're using. So the best way to do it is to get a high res, usually 2K or greater, 4K would be best, image of every single perspective. So you want to get in probably 4, maybe 6, or maybe 8 reference images if you want to do something great, 4K of those images itself into the actual prompt, and then that you can generate your movies from. So that's how you want to try to do it if you want to do something really high quality. So if you're not doing a 4K reference image or a 2K reference image itself, you have to at least, especially if you're not uploading maybe 4 pictures itself of that same character, you're not going to get the results that you want. But you can get away with 1 or 2 high res images, and it's really important. High res is important. All right.
I got another
Hopefully,
question.
sure. Go ahead, AI Johnny.
We have time?
Of
Cake
course.
Slayer wants to know if I want a character to change clothes on purpose, like a superhero transformation, how do I do that without glitching? Cool
Ooh,
question.
Ooh, definitely. So you have two options. Either you change the close of the reference image, or you actually tell it the prompt itself to change the close. No, changing the close is really, really, really hard. The reason being is because it doesn't know which one to start out with. It doesn't know which one to actually use. It may actually blend it. It may actually interpolate. It's a really, really, really hard thing to actually do. Now, say for example, you say, I want to generate an image with the close itself as one and the ending close as another. You can use what's known as start frame and end frame. So what you're doing is you're pinning the start and the end of how you want it to start and end, but you don't really have any much control over what happens in the middle. So it's a little bit tricky. You can do it. It's just not as easy right now, but I'm sure there's going to be, I want keyframe number 7, I want keyframe number 15, and you can eventually guide the AI how you want that shape shift to happen. So that's a long story of it.
Well, that's a good time to step away and say how Google Flow handles images that you ground is they have two different ways of doing it. One is they have a thing called ingredients where you can load up to 4 images in 2026.
I think the largest
So,
ones is the grounding for images. I think is 18. But I think Flow only allows up to, I think, 3 right now, but it might be 5. I need to check what the interface supports, but the API itself
but
supports a lot more.
there's a difference between start frame and end frame and ingredients. Ingredients are you might want to have a car that stays temporarily consistent throughout. You might want to have a person. You might want to have a kitchen. So you can put things in, and this is an ingredient. So you should use this in every frame. Start and end means starting with this frame looking almost exactly the way it looks, ending with this frame exactly the way it looks. So there's a significant difference between ingredients and start end frame, and those are the only two that are offered right now. But they'll obviously increase the number of ingredients. They might have start frame, middle frame, end frame. I mean, as the technology gets better, they'll give you more options. But for now, using Google Flow, those are the two main options. Last question. Pixel.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, Johnny, hold on. There's a question from Jillian came in. So Jillian's asking, how long can I make the video? So Jillian, this is a really great question. So it depends on the model you're using, right? Each model has its own thing. Now, to answer your question is depending on the application that you're using to access the model, things can actually change. So the model itself allows up to 10 seconds. You can make anything between 1 second and 10 seconds with the model. But unfortunately, the application that you're forced to use pins you to only certain presets. So you can't say, hey, I want to make a 3-second video just like that. You could technically use a different app that has access to the model. So you're really kind of stuck in 4, 6, 8, or 10-second increments right now. That's the only thing you actually have options for. Julian, hopefully that answers the question. No.
So you know what that means, right? That means that when my kids have kids and the kids just say, make me a movie, and it makes the whole movie, my kids will tell their kids, you know, when I was a kid, we used to have to make movies only 10 seconds at a time.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Julian. I see your thumbs up on your acknowledgement. Yeah, exactly. All right. Does anybody else have any questions before we actually move on to the ethical thought of the day? All right, yeah, Johnny. What are our ethical thoughts that we actually
Something
take away
ethical
today?
to say. Because temporal consistency allows us to make incredibly realistic, continuous video clips, it's easy to fake footage of someone doing something they never actually did. Never use anchoring tools to manipulate real footage of a person to spread rumors or deceive your community. I can't say that loud enough.
Exactly. All right, big facts, yeah, Johnny. All right, so let's actually always use your video magic to lift people up. You know, for my younger campers who are tuning in, here are 2 fun ways you can actually deploy today's lessons immediately. So first, generate a stable, glitch-free video of your favorite original character doing a victory dance for your YouTube channel intro or whatever streaming platform you're actually using to share your videos. Second, you can actually make a perfectly stable animated birthday card for your friends. Hint, hint, AI Johnny. All right. Anything AI Johnny for my older kids out there?
Yeah, if you're 14 to 18, there's 1,000 things you can do, but here's a few of them. Use these strict anchoring prompts to build a consistent multi-shot short film for a school project where the characters actually look the same in every scene. Or you can use the same technique to generate high-end glitch-free B-roll. That means the video that you use between video that you actually have for your coding or app development portfolios. Really cool ideas, very easy to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we jump into news?
Sure.
OpenAI recently highlighted incredible new short films made entirely by independent creators using Sora, proving that prompt anchoring is allowing for unprecedented character consistency in AI cinema. Sora's still around?
Yes, the system that will die eventually, and they're going to go public. And I'm sure after they go public, the public investor itself is going to say, you know what, we need to shut down Sora tomorrow, and it's probably going to be shut down as soon as they go public.
Let's wait a little bit longer, Junior, and you and I'll buy it for $1.98. If we
Sure.
have that. Google's DeepMind team continues to push boundaries with their VO model. Now we're back home, introducing deeper physics understanding that naturally improves how clothing and lighting react across extended video clips without melting. It's about time for that. And finally, Runway Gen 3 Alpha drops. Runway has officially rolled out updates to their video models that give creators hyper-granular control over scene consistency, allowing filmmakers to lock in textures so backgrounds stop warping during camera movements. All good stuff if you want to get into the AI video making.
Exactly.
So, bro, independent creators making full movies with locked-in characters is a total cheat code. The tools we are playing with right now are literally reinventing the future of entertainment. If you're in Hollywood, you better find out about these tools, because these are taking your jobs from you. My mind is buzzing. I'm literally about to go cook with this after the show. No cap. I'm going to generate an entire sequence of myself eating birthday cake without my face melting into a toaster. Hooray for that. Listen up, crew. We mastered consistency today, but tomorrow is Friday, and we're doing the grand finale. We are tackling multi-reference directing. We are combining multiple reference frames into a personal photo to direct an action shot starring ourselves, restricted to an 8-second limit. It's going to be a massive W. Junior, take us out.
Yep.
And please don't sing happy birthday.
and tomorrow is going to be fire. Before we slice the public broadcast line, here's a quick reminder. Summer camp itself is only $100 per week, or $500 for the entire summer. Tell your parents, and a reminder that tonight is actually Thursday, and it's Shauna's Bible study at 7 p.m. Eastern. Shout out to Thursday nights, so don't miss it. Watch the replay of this broadcast. If anything you actually missed on YouTube, it's on there for a short limited time. All right, guys, it's actually 12:45, so live streams, we're cutting off the public feed right now. And for my official campers, you should actually jump over to the actual Zoom call I'm actually dropping in, so you guys can actually go ahead. If you don't still want to actually get in, tell your parents, go to www.airheadinstitute.ai right now so you can actually get in on the actual action. All right, AI Johnny, ready to go eat some cake?
Yep.
All right, happy birthday
stick
again.
Around to the end of the video. I've got something to share with you.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Welcome to Season 13 and 14 of Airhead Institute. This is our 2-hour summer camp kicking off every day at noon Eastern. Right now, we are broadcasting the kickoff live across all the socials and Zoom. But at 12:45 p.m., we pivot. That's when we transition into an exclusive private lesson where our campers get hands-on experience actually building and creating with these AI tools. Plus, they'll be proving their new skills and earning official certifications by completing our certification exams. Here is what we are building over our epic 9-week summer lineup. Week 1, AI images for Roblox and Minecraft. Week 2, AI movies in Anime Studio. Week 3, AI music for TikTok sounds and Spotify hits. Week 4, AI games for classic arcade games. Week 5, AI ethics, hackers, deepfakes, and scams. Week 6, AI images for Disney and Marvel. Week 7, AI movies, Hollywood in your pocket. Week 8, AI music for hip-hop beats and gaming soundtracks. Week 9, AI games for phone and app store games. We're making AI practical, powerful, and fun for everyone. No tech background, no problem. Whether you're a kid ready to build awesome projects or an adult looking to audit a class and learn, just show up. Spots are still open. It's just $100 per week, or you can unlock the whole summer for $500. Secure your spot right now at www.airheadinstitute.ai. Guided by your hosts, AI Junior and AI Johnny, we're keeping it bold, brainy, and built for real-world impact. Let's stop scrolling and start creating. Welcome to camp.